Hello and welcome to the first episode on my new channel. This is Bangers Bricks and I will be reviewing Lego and Lego-like products. Probably more Lego-like products as there are already so many channels out there that deal with Lego products, and it's good to give some airtime to these wider products, which I think are usually thoroughly excellent. So the first episode today is on the Lumibricks Road Trip Night Glow Drive-In Set. In the box you get 1,760 pieces, 15 lights, which is the main thing with Lumibricks, lots and lots of prints and no stickers, and some very thorough printed instructions. This set cost me $105, about £80. This was directly on the Lumibricks website. They often have lots of deals as well as discounts, so well worth having a look on there. The build consists of one main building with the drive-in, the theatre itself, the cinema screen, and some cars and other bits to go along with them. This set is part of the road trip set, which is kind of based on 1950s Americana, which is why I particularly like it, especially once you see the lights on. So to start with the side builds, then we have the two vehicles, the pickup truck and the convertible. Both are really cute and well built with lots of little details in here. The lights are on the front and the back, and underneath is where the battery pack is, which takes two of the small round batteries in each one, but it does mean you don't need to connect it to anything else. You can see the prints on here, again on the front and the back. You've even got little items in the boot or trunk, depending where you live. Here we have the main screen. You can see some little details of two birds on the top, one who's made a little nest and got some cherries, and one who has nicked some popcorn. This is the main picture you can see, so you can alternate either between this one, or if you take off these little pieces here, and you can switch the picture around to an alien abduction scene. And so here we are with the main set. So it comprises of the sign, which looks very impressive in a bit, and the main building. You can see with the bench and the flower beds out the front. Turn to the side. We've got the barrier to let you in along with the tickets. In the back, one of the things that I really like about these Lumibricks sets is that they are completely sealed in, so they fit into any of your Lego cities. And we'll go around here. And here we go. So you can see here, so the top comes off, which allows you to see down into the concessions, and the doors open up. You see so many fun little details. A number of prints that are on absolutely everything. A little popcorn machine. Then this little pinball machine here, which if you lift off here, you can actually see little prints with coins on them, which shows the level of detail here, because you'd never normally see those except with this. You can see from these comparisons quite how much difference the lights actually make. Models normally look excellent, but the lights just really bring them to life and make such a difference, especially when you get a fair few in a space together. It really does look absolutely incredible. The recordings here don't really quite do it justice. So these are the characters that you get in with the set. We have 5 human characters, we have a cute little dog, then we have a build for the popcorn and ice cream, and 2 little speakers to put next to the cars. Now, these characters are not the same as the leading brands, obviously. They are their own special thing. I used to hate them, but actually they've grown on me quite a bit. I think they're like a cross between the Lego figures and Playmobil ones. It's nice that they have them in. They do add a lot of character to the sets as you can pose them. There's plenty of places on the sets themselves to actually put them studs to attach to the bottom of the feet, which is really good. And that allows you to pose them and have them in the shops or other displays. They are very different from the Lego sets. So you can see from the back that they don't have the holes on the bottom to allow them to sit in seats. So what has to happen is on some of the vehicles and other places where you'd want the characters to sit, there are little studs to slide the feet into, which help them to stay in place. Otherwise, they will just fall apart. So in lots of the older sets, then they don't have that. I do understand that Lumibricks are currently redesigning their characters, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. But worst case scenario, if you don't like them, then you can just remove them. But I think they add a lot to the character of the sets. And here are the manuals that come here with the set. They are very high quality, very impressive, lots of detail, including lots of information about the characters and the stories that are going on inside. This set has 2 sets of instructions, one for the cars and side build, and then one for the main build itself. Overall, they are of excellent quality, but sometimes they do cause a few issues with me. In particular, looking at how some of the colours are shown doesn't always reflect completely the colours on the actual set, which is difficult for me as I'm colour deficient, so I do struggle to see different colours. In particular here, how the shiny metallic ones are shown varies depending on the picture because of the light hitting the model, so that can be a little bit confusing. These are the additional tools that are also provided with the set. You have their own version of a brick separator, which I hardly ever use, a little screwdriver, which is mainly used to open the battery compartment on the battery packs for the cars and for the main set, and a set of tweezers, which can occasionally be useful for placing some of the wires, although because I've got so many of these sets now, I have many sets of these. And here are some of the examples of the special pieces that Lumibricks use to hide the wires. You can see here that there's gaps for the wires to be put in, and then these can go on top or through these smaller pieces. So they have lots of patented pieces that allow you to put the wires on and through the bricks without pinching or without any problems, and reducing the risk significantly of any breakages. So overall, I think this set is amazing. The Americana of it works so well with the kind of neon type look of it here. But one big downside to this set, which really could have been improved and was probably pretty obvious that it was going to be a problem to begin with, is with the cinema screen itself. When the lights are off in the room and the lights are on this and it all looks amazing, the cinema screen does not light up. There is no light in the cinema screen whatsoever, so it is completely dark, which is a real shame. They could have put some lights in there, something to make it brighter. May have bumped up the cost a bit, but the COD set is quite cheap, especially when compared to other brands. And I do think it's really missing because it doesn't look as good when the lights are off. But I would still recommend this set. I think it's a fantastic little set and fits in incredibly well with the theme. And yeah, I think it's fantastic. Once we've done more of these sets, then we'll put them all together so that we can see how they look on the proper road trip. So that was the end of the first review on Bangers Bricks. Thank you very much. If you've got any thoughts or comments, please put them in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you as to what you think. We will be doing these approximately once a week, hopefully. So hopefully you enjoyed it and let me know. Please like and subscribe. And if you are interested in buying this set, then consider going through my affiliate link, which is in the bio for this set. So thank you very much and hopefully see you next time.